Hey, welcome back, Harris Nation. Welcome back to 2019. This year, I wanted to start off our wellness video series with more of a wellness that can really extend to all parts of your life. And it is really, it's kind of an age-old concept about the attitude of gratitude. I was able to do some reading over the break, and some overwhelming evidence just kind of like kept bringing back to how much having an attitude of gratitude and being grateful can lead to so many health benefits that it was really something I had to share with everybody. And so I also want to give you some resources from this video, and also give you a little bit of a chance to share something with your students when we come back this week. All right. So anyway, attitude of gratitude. So what is gratitude? Robert Emmons, if you want to Google or YouTube anybody on gratitude, Robert Emmons is sort of like the natural, I guess you could say, like leader on current research and current studies on gratitude. But basically, he describes gratitude as two parts. Number one is an affirmation of goodness. So that there's an affirmation that there are good things in the world, gifts and benefits that we received. And the second part of it, and this is really, really important part, is that the source of this goodness it comes from outside of ourselves. So we acknowledge that other people or even higher powers are the ones that have kind of given us these many gifts, big and small, to kind of help us achieve it in our lives, right? And taking the time to recognize that is so important. So he goes on in a lot of the studies, not just his, but like hundreds and hundreds of others that are out there, kind of came up with a list of all the things that gratitude has kind of has provided for humans in the last decade or so. The research has really kind of been pretty amazing when you look at it all. I'm not going to go through this entire list here. I'm going to share some resources though with you that actually kind of goes into more detail here. But take a look at this list. You can pause the video here if you want, and really just kind of take a look at, like, oh my goodness, you're right. It is about happiness. It is, or it can reduce anxiety. It's good for kids. It's good for schools. I like these last two at the bottom here. I want to share some resources with you where you can read up on that and why it's an important part to bring it into your classroom. Another resource I'm going to share with you too actually talks about tips on how you can become more grateful. One of the simple things is three good things. It's like basically just making a list of three good things that are happening in your life right now. And you can do that like on the way home. You can make a list right now. And what I'd like to challenge you all to do is, like, when we come back from the break, if you're looking for something to kind of circle up with and kind of connect that SEL component, some of the things that we talked about today in staff, but also like to bring that into your classroom, is have your students kind of think about that. What are some three, really good things that they're really grateful for, that could really kind of shed some light into, having them be a little bit more positive and taking a little bit better care of their wellness in their individual lives. There's some other things here: gratitude letter, a mental subtraction of positive events, a savoring walk, a giving it up. What I'm going to share with you next are the websites in which you can kind of get some more information on it. And I wanted to kind of share that with you here. Happify.com is a website where you can go and actually like plug in your own personal wellness and gratitude levels and all this, and they actually will build a plan for you and send you like daily reminders and applications in which you can actually do that. Also, greatergood.berkeley.edu. I'll share you this video, or this little website here. This is where I got a chance to see a lot of really neat topics. All right, so this is they have a lot of keys to well-being, gratitude just being one of them. But there's a lot of stuff here that you can really kind of click on. They also have a gratitude quiz, which I thought was really neat. Kind of shows you like how grateful you really are. You can click on this and see like how grateful you are and whatnot, and see how you can improve it too there. All right. Well, folks, thanks for listening. Really appreciate it. I'm grateful to be in this great environment that Harris Middle School provides. I'm really grateful to be able to make an impact alongside some of the best teachers that I've ever seen and ever been a part of. So I encourage you to kind of cultivate that gratitude in your classroom this year, to regularly reach out and to touch base with your kids and remind them about all the goodness that there really is. All right. Thanks, folks, and talk to you next time.